the cliff, but the last scene before me was my devoted mate over there kissing the hand of my dear sister. Reborn, I had returned to the day I chose my beast. The little fox looked at me eagerly, his crimson eyes glistening. I raised my hand, and under his expectant gaze, pointed past him to the frail white snake behind him.
I want him.
You don't want me anymore?
I had returned back to the day of the choosing. Vendors shouting in the black market, voices clashing with the snarls of caged beastmen. The truth is clear. I had returned to the day Father had brought us to the black market to choose. Pack's unspoken blood law.
Every young man and woman, 3 years before coming of age, personally select an equally young beastman as their future mate.
Bonded for life, no betrayal, no abandonment. Beastmen matured much quicker than humans. A puppet's love was to prevent a bonded beastman from growing into a resentful predator, but I had never fully understood why. Beastmen ranked beneath humans, caged and passive, waiting to be claimed like livestock.
So why would our bloodline insist on binding us to them? Weren't they afraid of us being betrayed?
Suddenly, I locked with Kale's eyes, still young and naive. Memory of my past life resurfaced. The stinging pains of my throat being slipped are so vivid, I bit it back and steadied myself with a fist, pressed hard against the pain in my chest, and looked around. The massive holding cage ahead contained no fewer than 20 beastmen. Unsurprisingly, every one of them bore fresh wounds. My gaze locked instantly on Kale, hunched in the corner, arm torn by bite marks, his fox ears and tail no longer able to stay hidden. He caught my gaze, and something lit in his eyes. Then he moved toward me.
Alara, which one do you like?
Serafina appeared at my shoulder, her smile perfectly gentle. She was Father's daughter from his first wife, a woman who had bled out in labor and never held her child. Father had remarried, and my brother and I came after. For years, Serafina had maintained a flawless image, gracious and elegant to the outside world, warm and devoted sister within the walls. In truth, she burned with rabid jealousy, convinced that my brother and I had stolen Father's attention and her birthright, so she had delayed her own choosing.
Father, I'd like to wait a bit before choosing an orc. I want to go with my sister.
Laying a trap she'd been tightening for years. Watching Serafina now, poised as a flower, I understood perfectly. This was the moment Kale had first set his sights on her. Serafina spotted Kale too and murmured,
You've always had a taste for pretty things. That fox suits you. Pretty, and nothing else.
The color drained from Kale's face. In my last life, those words had fallen from Serafina's lips, and they had shattered him on the spot. This time was no different. He stared at me, ashen, his eyes flooding with disbelief. A question stirred in my gut. Serafina gave a small smile, drifted away, and began her own careful selection. Just as in my last life, she chose the powerfully built Shadow Wolf. Now I was the only one who hasn't chosen. Few beastmen remained in the cage. A quick sweep found Kale watching me with naked hope. My gaze moved past him and settled on the beastman behind, half human, half serpent, coiled and utterly still. If memory served, no one had chosen him in my last life, but a beastman had risen in this city after that, a name that made even hardened predators go still, Silas. Single-handedly, he had dismantled the black market, led a mass exodus of captive beastmen, and years later stood across a negotiating table from the humans and won equal rights for every last one of his kind. I had crossed paths with Silas once, and that white serpent tail was burned into my memory. Right now, Silas could barely hold his human form, every inch of him fragility.
Made up your mind?
Father's voice cut through the noise.